Hi you guys, welcome back to Channel Claire. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day wherever you may be in this crazy world, because it is crazy and it's getting crazier by the day, it seems. But hope you've been enjoying yourself, taking some time. Obviously I have I don't know, like this channel and everything. I appreciate everybody who clicks on it, likes it, comments. Like, you guys are freaking awesome. This channel I started because I really just needed something for myself, and it was a hobby. It was something I was interested in. I've been watching YouTube for years, and I was like, why not just like try it? And especially digging into the Johnny Depp case, like I started making videos maybe a month prior to the case starting, kind of just listening to the audios and reacting, because it was wild. It was wild. I had seen Incredibly Average's videos and stuff, but like really digging into those hour-long audios and kind of just listening to the back and forth between Johnny and Amber, it was just incredible. And I've actually been, I've been at work as background noise. I've been listening back to the trial. And when you watch things over, and you hear things over again, you hear things that you missed, and it's just like, oh my God, watching Amber's like testimony, I cringed so bad and rolled my eyes all the way fucking through it. Like, it was just like, this chick is the most dramatic person I have ever met. And I still can't believe that she actually got up on the stand and did that performance that she did. Like, I still think about the type of person you would have to be. Think about your mind frame. Think about the delusion. Think about the, like, just insanity you would have to literally take it to this point where she had to get up on stand and just lie her ass off and perjure herself all over the place. Think about that, because she knows she was lying. She's been proven to be lying. So think about that. I guess she felt like, hell, I've gotten to this fucking point. I'm here. What can I do? Like, I'm just gonna go all the way to the fucking end, because I'm never gonna admit that I'm a goddamn liar and insane and need to be locked up. But it was just incredible, just like going through all of that, and such a community that, Johnny Depp's fans, like, everybody is so great, and just really, I feel like there's a common theme of just people really recognizing what was happening as all this evidence is coming out. Just like, damn, she lied. And then there's actual survivors and victims of like domestic violence that feel like they're being, like, it's offensive as hell, quite honestly. You want to sit there and act like you're a domestic violence victim while being the abuser yourself. Like, that makes no sense. And to this very day, Warner Brothers has not come out and taken this role from her. Like, I know they pushed it to like next year. There's plenty of time. Maybe they're doing something in the background, Maybe they're doing something in the background, top secret, that nobody knows, and they're reshooting stuff and this, that, and another, and then they're gonna be like, boom, announcement. That would be that would be the tea. Like, that would be crazy. That would be everywhere. Like, that would be a fuck you to Amber. That would be everything if they went that route. If you're gonna take that long, make it fucking matter. You know what I mean? So it was just amazing. So I just wanted to take a moment to like thank you guys who like even watch my videos, people who watched me go to California. I was like, I wanted to document it for myself, but like people were giving tips and just really enjoying seeing me out with my mom and my sister, and it was a fun trip, and like I cannot wait to get back to the West Coast because it's everything. But yeah, so I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for the people who watch this channel and watch my videos. Like, it does mean a lot to me. My life, like, I work out 9 to 5. I'm just trying to live life out here and survive and make it, and, go about my daily life and just try to do right the best as I can. And sometimes you need like a break from just like the monotony and the routine of life and just like everything. That's why the trial especially was so fucking cool, because like it was literally 6 weeks that I was fully immersed in this case, like from 8, like what did court start like 9 a.m. It was ending at like 5:30, and it's just like you're watching it all day long, and it became like, it was just crazy. So I really appreciate, because that's obviously like the majority of my videos here. Obviously I want to talk about other things that interest me, or just like things that I do going on in my life, but yeah. And this, when I put this camera up, like, I definitely wasn't supposed to be talking about any of this, or, but like, I guess it came off and it was on my heart, so I just wanted to share that. But really, this video is about three topics that have literally nothing to do with each other at all, like whatsoever. But this is how my brain thinks. So first topic I want to talk about is Joe Biden and this whole deep fake thing. Now, I've heard of the word deep fake. Don't really know much about what it is, but like when I saw this tweet on Twitter, I was like, oh, that's weird. That's really weird. The second thing was Amber Portwood. Now, if y'all don't know who Amber Portwood is, she's yet another Amber. And I'm not trying to say all Ambers are crazy, but like these two Ambers, Amber Heard and Amber Portwood, they're off their effing rockers. Now, Amber Portwood comes from Teen Mom. She's from Teen Mom OG, like back in the day, Janelle, Macy, Caitlyn, like all of them. All right, if you never watched Teen Mom, you don't know who the hell I'm talking about. But Amber Portwood, she had her baby with Gary, and she got another relationship. She had multiple relationships, but she got another relationship with this guy named Andrew, I believe his name is, and they had a baby. So she has a kid, Leah, with Gary, and then she has a kid, I think the baby's name is James, with Andrew. However, both relationships toxic as hell. Both relationships, there was abuse, allegedly. So news has come out that she has lost custody of her kid James that she shared with Andrew, and there's just like all this shit, because I remember this going, like this major stuff going down. It was about 2 years ago. I used to watch Katie Joy without a crystal ball until shit got weird with her. If y'all know who Katie Joy is, you probably rolled your eyes to the back of your head like when I said her name. But yeah, anyway, she was really big on the Teen Mom stuff, but about like 2 years ago. And pretty much there's just some audio I wanted to listen to that I hadn't listened to in a long time, that when like I put it on at first, I was like, oh my god, that sounds like the other Amber. Like they have like such similarities. I'm like, oh my god, the Ambers are wildin'. Weird. So, and then the third thing was Meghan Markle. Tom Bauer, he has written a book called Revenge. Revenge. What a title, y'all. What an effing title. He has written a book called Revenge, which is literally pretty much an expose on Meghan. So that has come out. I'm just like, wow, they're always in some shit. So anyway, let's get into it. So because I don't know why I think the things that I'm interested in, anybody else would be interested in, but I saw this tweet by Elijah Schaefer. I don't even know who he is. I don't even follow him, but somehow he showed up on my timeline. Anyway, so as we know, Joe Biden, and off the bat, just because I'm talking about a president, this shit is not political. I'm not getting into it, like, whatever. Like, being a president is probably one of the hardest jobs in the fucking world, because at the end of the day, you're not going to make everybody happy. There's someone always going to have an issue with you. Like, it's always whatever. So, not political. We're just talking about this whole deep fake thing that is weird. So, we know that he got COVID, right? Joe has been seen stumbling. Joe has been seen falling off bikes. Joe has been seen, tripping. He's like reading off of teleprompters and reading like the exact wording, like the stuff that he's not supposed to say. Like if it says pause, he's gonna read pause. Like, I don't know if y'all saw that. Just a lot of weird stuff. He is an older man. He looks good for his age, but he is an older man. So, I mean, I don't know. We do have Camilla as VP. I don't know if some things have been planned in the background. I'm on my conspiracy shit. So if conspiracy nothing, like, you may want to skip through if you don't like any of that stuff. So this is Elijah. He tweeted, it says, so we know he had COVID. Joe Biden had COVID. He was out. He made like this little video saying, you know, I'm feeling good, I have mild symptoms, da 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 da. And then he came out talking about I'm back, you know, I tested negative 2 times, this and another, blah, blah, blah. But he's doing like these speeches and press conferences and stuff like that, or he's on video, all right? So he screenshots these 2 pictures, all right? Joe Biden and then Joe Biden right here. This Joe Biden looks completely fake. Like, he doesn't even look the same. Like, they don't look I was like, who is that person? Where is this from? What is going on? So then I keep scrolling and I see this video that shows the back and forth.
Folks, as we've...
So like that looks like real Joe Biden. But if you go, it's gonna go back and forth, okay?
Folks, as we fight inflation, you can't be pro-insurrection.
Right, who the fuck is that?
Bringing down gas prices is a big part of the job. You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-democracy.
Fuck?
You can't be pro-insurrection and pro-American.
Huh?
Here's the good news.
Who is that man?
Gas prices have dropped every day this summer. That's more than 40 days in a row. Donald Trump lacked the courage to act.
Right.
We're now have 40,000 gas stations in the United States.
And we know this is a thing. We know that like this virtual reality stuff, all of this stuff is getting very advanced.
Across this nation.
Who are you? He doesn't sound the same. He doesn't look the same. He doesn't.
We fight inflation.
No. No. So I see that and I'm like, what the heck? So the pictures, I saw the video of the back and forth. And then I see that this guy does not even blink. He doesn't even blink. He's talking. This clip is 34 seconds, not a blink. Look at this.
The DC Metropolitan Police.
First of all, it doesn't sound like him. Doesn't really look like him. He's not blinking. No blinking.
Sprayed, stomped, brutalized. Lives were lost.
I'm creeped out.
For 3 hours, the defeated former president of the United States
watched it all happen. The video is still going and he has not blinked. He has not blinked. That is not normal. That is not natural. Something is going on. Now, people can say we're exaggerating. People can say, oh, like this is just conspiracy theory. You're crazy. People always want to have all these explanations. It was a camera angle. It was this, that, and another. But all of y'all know, and I especially learned going through this Johnny and Amber case, that the media is a lie. They want you to see what they want you to see. And no way would the government want to let everybody know that the president is truly ill. So let's put up some deep fake imposter fake person and make it seem like, oh, everything is good and shit is sweet. Oh, I'm healthy again. But he doesn't even look like the same man. He doesn't even sound like him. He doesn't like, it just creeped me out. I was at work. I was really hella bored. And I was like, I just have to. And apparently there's multiples of him. Like even here, this lady said switching up the hair part. So yeah, you could switch up your comb overs and stuff, but like in this one that it doesn't really look like him at all. When he was talking really deep, his hair is going that way. Real one going that way. So it's just like, I don't know, you guys. I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling hella weird. We have seen Joe struggle. We have seen him struggle. And then getting COVID on top of that. I'm not trying to wish anybody harm, but like it's kind of fishy. It's kind of fishy. But I wanted to educate myself as to what a deep fake is truly, because really all I know is maybe it's like a hologram, like a holographic. Like I've seen the video of like they did Tupac at like a concert or something and it really like looked like him, but I think that was like a hologram. I think that may be different than deep fake. All right, deep fake. A video of a person in which their face or body has been digitally altered so that they appear to be someone else, typically used maliciously or to spread false information. That is so scary. Someone could take your effing face and put it in a video and make it seem like you're saying and doing whatever the fuck they wanted to make it seem and say. And like, what? Like, I'm all for technology, I'm all for advancement, but why is it in human nature just to immediately use things to do bad? Like, why? Why can't we use that to like do something good? Like, people out here, and of course, like, I really would not put anything past this government. I would not put it past these higher up people who are pulling the strings to all of this bullshit. Like, I wouldn't put it past them to do some deepfake shit, because like, this dude doesn't even look like him. He doesn't sound like him. The hair ain't right. It's effing wild. So hold on a sec. Okay, I'm back. Had a little snack break, among other things. But so I found this video on YouTube. It's a deep fake of Putin. Now this is 3 years ago, okay?
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point.
So that's a deep fake of Obama.
Fake video of President Obama
What
to
the
demonstrate
hell?
how easy it is to put words in someone's
What?
mouth.
Moving forward, we need to be more vigilant with
But you
what
can
we
tell
trust
it's
from the
off a little
Not
bit, but it
everyone bought
looks
but the technology behind
extremely
such
like
frauds is
him.
rapidly
Okay?
improving, even as
Now
worries
where's the
increase.
Putin one? That was Obama. I wanted to see Putin. Okay, here's Putin.
Objectionable things could perpetrate easy to create, be difficult to Sarah things that could be movies.
What?
Movies.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Becomes easier to
So
deny.
they
People
only
caught
put
doing
Putin up
genuinely
for a second.
objectionable things could claim evidence against them is bogus.
So
Fake
you can't even
videos
tell
can
which
also be
one's the deep
difficult
fake
to
on him.
detect.
I wonder why they only put Putin up for a second. And then this is one. So if they were that good 3 years ago, we're now here in 2022. Okay. This is one from 6 months ago. Tom Cruise.
All year long, Deep Tom Cruise has been posting videos showing what appears to be a different side of the Oscar-nominated actor. I think there's bubblegum inside.
They're trying to say this is like a deep fake.
Big Dave Matthews guy. Miles Fisher may have an uncanny resemblance to
No.
the superstar, but using advanced technology, what he's created is far more than an
Like,
extraordinary
it's
impersonation.
so weird, this shit. Like, it's so weird to me. So just be careful. Just be careful. I already feel like you can't trust anything you see. You always have to fucking question. And this just makes me think even more so. So when shit is popping off crazy, I guess instead of immediately reacting, we gotta like do our research and stuff and figure out what's actually happening besides the narrative that is being thrown out to us, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. So moving on from my little conspiracy theory, thank you for letting me have that. But moving on from that, I want to talk about Amber Portwood, the other Amber from Teen Mom OG, like I was saying earlier. Amber, she has also been to jail. There has been some alleged drug use issues. You know, we have seen on Teen Mom her physically assault Gary, the one she had Leah with. We saw that on MTV, and MTV did not take her off of this show. Did not take that off the show. Like, anyway, that's a whole nother thing, because you know if it was anybody else. But so she has a history of just some shit, and so she got in this other relationship with this guy named Andrew. Okay, so her and Andrew have had a very toxic relationship as well. Now Leah, I believe, I don't know if she has, I definitely don't think she has full custody over Leah with Gary. I believe they have joint, but Leah stays primarily with Gary and his wife Christina. All right, and you see that on the show and all that, this, that, and other. And so now I'm only talking about this today because it has come out that Amber has lost custody of the baby James that she has with Andrew. And it is because about 2 years ago, as I was telling you guys about Katie Joy, all this shit went down. All this shit went down with Andrew and Amber, and so there was cameras in the house. He was taking audio, very similar to what's going on with Johnny and Amber. What was going on with Johnny and Amber. And instead of like, they didn't really record their fights, like to sit down to record their fights. I think that Andrew was recording just as like a protective thing for himself. But some of the wording and verbiage that the other Amber Portwood uses when I'm listening to the audio, which I'll, you know, listen to with you guys, is just eerily similar to Amber Heard. Now, this is a massive, huge, gigantic trigger warning, because while Amber Heard is vile, she is vile. The stuff that we've heard in her audios of Johnny and her laughing and mocking him and this, that, and other, she's vile. But Amber Portwood, just the tones behind the things that she's saying, like, so like, this is just a trigger warning now for, you know, domestic violence, you know, just assault, all of that. Trigger warning, please skip, click off, this, that, and other. Because I was like, thank God that she, like, I truly believe that a child should be with their mother, but like in some cases, it's just not that. It just can't be that, and it's just, it doesn't apply because the mother is just not capable. And I really feel like Amber Portwood is one of those people, and that's just my opinion. That is my opinion. But I think after you hear these audios, and the baby was present, that's like another whole thing. The baby and child was present during all of this. In the audios, you even hear like the kid cooing a little bit. So I'm trying to find, I don't know why. Let me pull it up. I wanted to find the article. Amber Portwood custody. Yup, boom. So this is from USA. Let's see what it says. This article, Amber Portwood reacts to losing custody of 4-year-old son James. I'll never stop fighting. This is Amber Portwood. If you do not know who she is from Teen Mom. So, get off of their ad. So it said, speaking her truth, Amber Portwood expressed her grief over losing custody of her, why did it just, all these ads, oh my God. Speaking her truth, Amber Portwood expressed her grief over losing custody of her 4-year-old son, James, during a Wednesday, July 27th court ruling. So that is today. This happened today. I've worked so hard to better myself and improve my relationships with my children. I hope she has, you know, like, I'll just say this now, the audios are from like 2 years ago when these broke. So maybe she's grown, reflected, done the work and this, that, and other. That's no longer who she is now. But I am kind of happy after hearing, you know, because it's been such, you know, people can change, but it's such a pattern, and like the child was there. And it's just so similar to Amber, and it just worries me, like, what is going to happen to Amber's child as she grows up, you know? It's just so similar. It kind of freaks me out, but it, like, it's, in a sense, it's like these two Ambers have been able to do these things. Amber has lied and made up stories, has been the abuser, and is seemingly like getting away with it. Like, she still hasn't paid charities. She still has made this little snake way and not having to pay Johnny. Or I think he may be able to collect. And then Amber Portwood, she's been on MTV for years, or was on MTV for years. MTV let her stay on their show getting paid big bucks, even though she abused Gary on national syndicated TV. Like, it's wild. So like, it's certain people can get away with certain things, and it's just like, it's kind of frustrating, quite honestly. So she says, I've worked so hard to better myself and improve my relationships with my children. While I've always been candid about my past substance abuse and struggles with mental illness, a person should have the chance to redeem themselves and not be tethered to their problems from the past. Oh, Amber's 32. I didn't know that. I spent years rebuilding bridges and did everything that was required of me, including submitting 21 negative drug tests. Great. And undergoing multiple psychological evaluations. Good. If your road has not been perfect, but you've worked hard to become better, more stable and caring person today, keep moving forward as I will. I'll never stop fighting for my children who I love more than anything. And that's the thing, like, that is great. And I think that's awesome that she's like getting her shit together. Like, I'm still trying to get my shit together, but I think it's awesome that she's getting her shit together. And but at the same time, you can't excuse the fact that Andrew went through something very traumatic. Like, when you hear the audios, he went through something very traumatic, and like, that's not easy to forget, you know, and especially because his child was there. That's gonna take some time. And like, these audios, like I said, came out on Without a Crystal Ball about 2 years ago. So it's just like, I don't, like, just give it some time, you know? Like, even with the relationship with Leah, that took time. Portwood's ex, Andrew Glennon, was granted sole legal and primary physical custody of their son. They're going to be moving from Indiana to California. Okay. So, yeah. So Andrew has full custody of the child, which I think is appropriate in this situation, in my opinion. But we'll listen to the audios. Again, trigger warning. So I think we'll start with this one. This one is 4 minutes and 53 seconds. Make sure the volume's up. Okay. This warning, graphic language, trigger warning, so on and so forth.
I wasn't even running right now. I was quiet when you asked.
You hear her mocking him in that tone? Just like off the bat, sounds like Amber. The other Amber, Amber Heard, when she would be mocking Johnny and stuff.
Oh, is it because my fat fucking milk kept doing this? Oh. It wasn't. I was.
That laugh, the taunting, calling him fat.
Quiet when you first told me to be quiet, and then you kept yelling.
Saying she was like, oh, you're such a joke, dude. Does that sound familiar?
You're a motherfucking joke. No, that's not what happened. Yeah.
See?
No, it's not. No, the fuck it's not, old man. No, it's not.
No, the fuck it's not, old man. Who did we hear call Johnny that?
Fucking senile bitch. Why are you yelling?
Fucking senile. Like, she goes hard, and that's what I'm saying. Like, Amber, the other Amber is vile, but the tone behind this woman's words is like pure anger and rage. Like, holy crap. Like, holy crap. Like, oh my god. Like, I would fear for my life. Like, okay.
In front of our child. That didn't happen. You're a fucking liar. Stop yelling in front of our child.
You heard him. Stop yelling in front of our child. You're a fucking liar. Like, just like, I hear the other Amber like crystal clear through all of this.
It's a lie. It's a bunch of lies out of your fucking ignorant head.
Always calling somebody stupid. Didn't Amber say, oh, I don't know what crosshairs you have commingled to make yourself think that, just rude as fuck, trying to call him old, and like he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, diminishing him.
It's so disgusting. It wasn't any lies. You did it, Andrew. You did it. I hit myself. You can't do it. Yeah, Andrew,
yeah, denying that you hit somebody, and he said, oh, so I did it to myself. Y'all.
Punched you. You're a liar. Yeah, you hit me.
Oh, y'all, I gotta go back to that.
Eyes out of your fucking ignorant head. It's so disgusting.
There wasn't any lies.
You did it, Andrew. You did it.
I hit myself.
You
Like,
kept
you
doing
fucking
yeah, Andrew, I punched you. You're a liar.
Yeah, you hit me.
Do y'all hear that? Then admitting that you did hit them on audio. Damn, like what the hell? Now I don't know if this audio was consented for Amber, but maybe the state that they're in, you don't have to have that consent. I think in like California or whatever, maybe you have to have like that, you know, both party consent, but I don't know if that's in this situation it happened. And these audios were actually given to Katie Joy without a crystal ball from Andrew, because I guess they were in like communication back then.
Little pussy.
You like to hit people. What the fuck?
Little pussy. And then he says you like to hit people, what the fuck? And then because of that, he's getting called a pussy. Who does that sound like? With Amber talking about someone, he was like, sorry for hitting your toes. But she's like, I'm not a baby. I'm not gonna bitch about it, am I? Like you, like it's so similar.
I hit people who can't shut their fucking mouth.
But he did show him out. You kept
She said, I hit people who can't shut their effing mouth. This girl is...
yelling.
That's not true. If you didn't shut your
Yeah,
fucking
you
fat
kept
ass
putting
mouth.
me
No, you
down.
didn't, honey. No, you didn't. You senile retard. No.
Like,
you
are y'all
fucking
hearing
didn't.
this? She said the R word. She's vulgar.
You didn't shut the fuck up. You kept going, and going. Just like the other fucking night. You're fucking retarded.
She's horrible.
You didn't say anything.
And she doesn't even care. Like, she doesn't even, the words are coming out of her mouth, and at no point is she thinking, damn, that sounds really bad. That's really mean. That was really cruel of me to say. Let me at least try to say sorry. Like, oh my god.
So just
Okay,
fucking
sorry.
fine. You're just a little bitch ass baby.
Oh my
You
god.
never worked in your fucking life.
That's not work. I lost.
Just completely degrading and trying to say every word possible to just take this person down and make them feel like this small. It's just, it's so bad.
You never fucking worked in your life.
That's
I
not true.
promise you fucking that.
That's
I
not true at all.
promise you that.
Talking about
motherfucker.
something you've never worked in your life. I promise you that. Like, completely demeaning, condescending, everything. Reminds me of Amber talking about some, oh, go write your book. Go write your book. Like, in a taunting way, making it seem like it's something insignificant. Like, you know what?
You never did anything.
That's not true at all.
Fucking little
I've
brat.
had horrible jobs. I've had good jobs. I've had fucking.
I wonder why your
alright
fucking
jobs.
other
And
relationship.
it's so interesting how Andrew is very calm and level-headed and just very monotone, similar to Johnny. When he was in the audios and stuff, he was just very much like this. We did hear at some points where he got angry and his voice got raised, but primarily he was very like even-toned. Now with Andrew, it could possibly be because he knows it's being recorded, and perhaps Amber does not. We don't know. But another similarity.
It didn't work out because your fat fucking mouth.
What
You're
the
a disrespectful
hell?
fucking punk.
A punk.
I know why you're
I didn't want to. I didn't.
And Amber would call Johnny a baby, a punk, a bitch, a pussy. All these words she's said to Andrew to make him feel like nothing, emasculating.
Want
Now
to
you
do.
fucking try to ruin people's goddamn lives. You're not worth it.
I didn't want to do unsafe shit when James was in the car.
Right.
I
You
didn't.
deserve
There was
I-
also an
exactly
altercation in the car. We'll get to that.
what you got.
With the baby in the car.
In fact, you deserve way more than that, honey.
I don't wanna
You speak
rush.
to me in an ignorant, fucking,
Like the
ridiculous
fucking
tone.
the first drive.
How is she gonna talk about somebody speaking to her in an ignorant, fucking ridiculous tone when, like, does she not hear the words coming out of her mouth? Like, I think these chicks, like, don't have any, like, self-awareness, I don't even know what the fucking word is. Like, how are you just, like, so unaware of how you're acting? Like, and expect people to just, like, put up with that shit and, like, it's okay. Like,
Stop speaking for 2 fucking seconds.
You don't let me speak, though.
Nobody cares what's coming out of your fucking mouth. You're lying.
Oh my
you retard.
God.
You can't just keep saying the same shit. It doesn't make it true.
Oh my God.
Why?
You kept going. You kept going.
I gotta skip through this a little bit
face.
because like she's very, very vulgar and it's like much of the same. And I can't but listen to
Because
this.
you're a piece of shit.
Well, that's so easy for you to say.
It really fucking is.
She's so rude.
You ruined my life.
No, I didn't.
You ruined my life. She just said that to him. You ruined my life. What did he do to ruin your life? Like, please tell us, Amber.
You punched me in your daughter's elementary. You punched me in your daughter's elementary school.
Listen, cop.
He just said you punched me in your daughter's elementary school. Y'all, like, I don't know what the hell was going on in Indiana with Amber and Andrew, but it was some wild shit. Like, they...
Oh, what do you call it? A backhand?
Yeah, I call it this. I call it that. Yeah.
You hit me while driving.
Motherfucker. Yeah, I did.
She says, yeah, I did. So that, like, they're, you know, abusers, it seems like, especially with these two Ambers, it's always like, oh, I wasn't punching you, I was hitting you, or always trying to, like, make it seem like, oh, I was doing this, but I wasn't doing that. But yeah, I did it. And it's just like, bitch, just admit you were fucking hitting them. It doesn't matter if you punched, slapped, whatever. It's a fucking hit. It's a physical assault. It's something you should not be doing. Stop trying to use all these goddamn semantics to make it seem like it's better, and it's not. And then you're going to be all big and bold and sit there and admit it on audio. So be big and bold. Like, deal with the consequences. That's what I don't get with fucking Amber. Like, you want to be big and bold and say, yeah, I wasn't punching you, I hit you. Deal with the consequences. You knew that shit was being recorded. And then this Amber goes back and forth from admitting it to not admitting it to admitting it to not, like, what?
I did. Next time, shut your fucking mouth.
Oh?
That's what you do? People driving
100 fucking % plus more.
Just trash.
So much more to come, honey, if you want to fucking test me.
Utter
You can
trash.
decide what you want, Andrew.
Utter trash. And you know what? Like, I'm all good for, like, I read the article and whatnot saying, like, she's trying to come back from her life and she's, like, done this, that, and other, and blah, 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 blah. Improving herself. But listening to this audio again and then kind of realizing, okay, so you've done 21 negative drug tests, you've done these psychological evaluations, and yet the court saw fit for Andrew to still get full custody. There was no partial, there was no joint, there was no nothing. So something is still there. There is a reason for that. I don't really think the courts like to take children away from their mothers, you know? And, like, yeah, you should give people a second chance and, like, have a chance to redeem yourself. But when it comes to kids, and she was doing this shit in front of the kid in the car, that's what they're talking about. That to me is a bit much.
You can't speak
No,
to me
because
like
you're
that.
a fucking lie.
Your punk ass cannot
You're a
speak to me
lie.
like that.
You're a lie.
You're a lie.
You're a lie with the relationship.
Who does that sound like? You're a lie. You're a lie. You're a lie. Sounds like Johnny talking about some, I watched you lie. And I watched you lie. And I watched you lie. And what does Amber say? I didn't say I fucking goes the hell off. Y'all remember that? I remember it.
Bye.
You're a lie.
Bye. Why are you here?
Just
Go.
rude. Like, who
Go.
talks to
Go
people
South
like
somewhere
that?
else.
Brought me here.
Go.
Is that you like to
You're
hit?
fucking disgusting.
Is that what you did to
Disgusting.
Gary?
Anyways.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, Gary had a fat fucking mouth too, and I beat this shit out
Yeah, I
of
don't
him.
know.
Boom.
I don't-
History of physical violence. Same as AH. You had other relationships prior that you were physically assaulting that person. Same here with Amber and Gary, and she's sitting here on audio saying it with no problem, daring you to say something about it. So I it's just so similar. You can let me know if I'm reaching. I don't think I am. I don't really think I am. There was one more audio. It's 2 minutes. Let me see if this is the one. Again, trigger warning.
I said that I wanted to beat you
always trying to low blow with the kids. I'll tell James you were a trash bag. Sounds similar to Amber always trying to down Johnny when it came to her kids, talking about some, oh, I hope, what's the boy's name? Jack's stepdad can show him to be a better man than you can. Just like any fucking low blow you can think about. But this was the continuation of that audio. I don't want to listen to that. So this is
the incident occurred and not through.
This is Katie Joy talking.
And speaking back. Do clarify putting this out.
How about that?
Let me turn this down some. Because this bitch is too loud.
What actually happened, maybe clarify that I did not pay for this.
So she didn't pay for it, it was given to her.
The contents you are about to hear are
okay.
I did not pay.
Sorry. So you tell me how about that? How God will I say that I wanted a baby later when I was in my 30s. 32 was when I wanted to have a baby. Sorry.
This was on Christmas Eve, 2018. Just for some context. Did you hear that? She's physically hitting him on audio. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? I'm not gonna turn this.
I'm telling James when he's older. I'm telling James that you're a trash bag. You should tell me you didn't want him. How about that? How God will I said that I wanted a baby later when I was in my 30s. 32 was when I wanted to have a baby. Sorry. I have been so you tell me how I didn't have a baby for 10 years.
What actually happened?
Let me get my audio together. Hold on.
How'd you have a Tell me how I had a motherfucking Tell me how. Shut up, baby. I'm holding James. Tell me how. I'm holding James. Fucking how. In 10 years I didn't have a baby. James, stop hitting me.
He's literally holding the baby as you can just hear her physically assaulting Andrew on audio. Because it seems like she didn't really want the baby, and Andrew was saying that.
I did not have a baby for 10 years. Oh, I don't know, because you're smarter, you're on birth control maybe, or I don't know, you fat ass, you ugly fat fuck. You don't deserve me.
She's terrible.
I'm gonna get my body nobody deserves this.
Nobody does, exactly.
Fat ass, I can't wait to I'm gonna blow you out the water.
Do y'all hear
her? You will never
her?
have a career in this industry, but I will make.
You will never have a career in this industry. Threats all over. Sounds like blackmail. Sounds similar to Amber talking about some, if you don't give me this, that, and the other, I'm gonna tell the world this, that, and the other. Complete lies. Why are you so abusive?
You're a disgusting, abusive man who used my body.
Disgusted, abusive man who used her body. So there's deeper things to this that we're not even going to get into with the child, and why it doesn't seem like she was very attached to the child at all. And saying things like this, like postpartum, all that, like I get it, but maybe it is best that Andrew has the child.
I'm gonna say to you one more time, you ugly fucking fat ass.
Oh my gosh, she's
Get
disgusting.
out of my house now. Get out.
The truth comes out.
Take him and go.
Why are you acting like this?
Now, what is different between the two is that Amber was constantly seeking Johnny out and trying to go towards him, versus Amber, I feel like she just wants you to get the fuck out. I'm gonna abuse you, now get the fuck out. I don't want to see you anymore.
Statement to the press about everything. Get out of my fucking house.
You hear that?
Because you're a disgusting, abusive man who
Threatening
used my body.
statement to the press.
I'm gonna say to you one more time, you ugly fucking fat ass. Get out of my house now. Get out.
The truth comes out. Sound like Johnny, right? The truth comes out. The truth comes out. Sounds like Johnny, right?
Why are you
Get the fuck
acting
out.
like this?
I'm gonna make a statement to the press about everything.
Right.
Get out of my fucking house.
I'm gonna make a statement to the press with my side of the story, making it seem like I'm completely innocent, even though I'm the one that has been abusive and has been seen in this audio. Oh my God.
Hey. It's done. You have the audacity to say shit to me?
You need to calm down.
Bitch.
You need to take your medication too, please.
I'm making a statement. I'm making a statement to the press.
Threatening.
We are broken up and this is why.
Threatening.
Because I got you pregnant? That's gonna fly.
Right. And you can hear the baby cooing. He's...
Yeah, you got him, go.
We both had sex.
Two.
What?
She's counting.
Get the fuck out. Get out. Get out.
She just threw something at him.
I will
With
kill
the
you.
baby is there, you
Get
can hear
out.
the baby coo.
What is going on? Like, what things? What things?
Stabbing your neck.
Why are you stabbing my neck?
I am a survivor.
Yeah. So that's a lot. You guys get the gist. I can't listen to any more of it because it's really too much. But it kind of really pisses me off that these chicks can just do this shit, just be flat out fucking awful and get away with it. Just be like downright. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And there's no room for that type of shit. Like, and it's unnecessary. Like, yes, we all get mad. Yes, we all this and another. But, like, come on. The child was right there. Talking about the child ruined your body, blah, blah, blah. A mess. So, moving on from the two Ambers. This is just a drama-filled video. But, I mean, that's what I do here. But moving on from that, I really, like, it really is disgusting. Like, I feel like my blood pressure has been risen. Like, I'm like, how does one talk to a person like that? Just the vulgarities that have coming out her mouth and the tone and how she intends them to come across. It's all about intention. And it's just like, you are so mean. But if anybody talked to her like that, oh my God, you know? But you can sit there and like do that in front of him and the child. And that is why I feel like Andrew got full custody. Even though she's getting better, she's putting her life together, she got 21 negative tests, it's just not time. It's not time. Like, that shit takes time. And I'm sure Andrew has PTSD from being in a relationship with her. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy that the child is with his father, you know. But we're at the end, almost. I wanted to talk about Miss Meghan Markle in this book. Revenge by Tom Bower. This is the cover. Obviously it's flipped, but Revenge. We have Harry, we have Meghan at the top, and then we have the Queen, Catherine, William, who's that, Charles, and Camilla. So, Britain's top investigative author, the Daily Mail. Revenge by Tom Bower, Meghan, Harry, and the War Between the Windsors. So, wow, this book has come out, and which is interesting. When I was talking about the whole situation, if you watched my other video, I talked about Meghan and Harry, and I believe now I know that it was like at a UN event or something, and they're sitting there, and Meghan's like awkwardly like holding him, and he's seeming like, get off of me, like just very uncomfortable, very weird, just weird vibes. But there was a video that I showed after that of Meghan and Harry walking into this event, and one of the reporters was messy and asked, how do you feel about this book coming out by Tom Bower? They, of course, kept walking. So then, as I was scrolling, I actually saw the book, and I was like, oh my God. And because I love tea, I'm honestly thinking about getting the book. I think that I'm really gonna get the book. I already looked it up on Amazon. It's saying for the hardback, which is apparently the only way it comes in. It doesn't come in Kindle, because I would like put it on my freaking Kindle right now. Like, August 11th, August 15th. That's a long ass time. Like, I don't know where I'm gonna be by then. So I'm thinking I'm gonna order the book just because I love the tea and I want to know what's up. And I think it would be interesting to talk about what Tom Bower has to say, because apparently he's this investigative guy. So yeah, this is gonna be juicy. They're saying they should turn this into a series. Now that would be good drama. That would be very, very good drama. So I wanted to see exactly who this Tom Bower guy is and why I should give him the time of day and read and or buy this book, okay? So Thomas Michael Bower is a British writer and former BBC journalist and TV producer. Okay, so he has some credibility behind him. He is known for his investigative journalism and his unauthorized biographies, often of business tycoons, newspaper proprietors, so on and so forth. So this is Tom Bower. Why do I have my thing upside down? This is Tom Bower, if you can see him. Okay, so they're right there, some credibility to be. You used to be a TV producer and a writer for the BBC. Great. So now I really want to read it, because that means that there's probably less of like this whole like made up thing. Like, I want facts. I want actual facts, not no exaggerated bullshit. I want to know what is what. I want the drama, I want the tea, but I don't want no made up fluff and shit. Give me the facts. So that makes me feel good about it. And the book is called Revenge. So I'm just like, that one itself just like piques my interest on a whole nother level. Let's see. Like, they're really coming for Meghan. They are really, 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 really coming for her. Let me look up Tom Bower Revenge to see what they say, like if they give like a synopsis or something to get me titillated, if that's a word. Titillated? So yeah, it's going for, oh, what's this 1098? Is it on Kindle? Oh no, that's the Meghan and Harry, so I don't want that. I was gonna say, I just checked and it wasn't on Kindle. They're selling it for $23.99, okay? $23.99 for the hardback. Well, $27.96. I lied, for the hardback copy. I don't understand why I can't get this to. Why would you not have this in Kindle? That is so rude. But let me go to the synopsis. The British royal family believed that the dizzy success of the Sussex wedding, watched and celebrated around the world, was the beginning of a new era for the Windsors. Yet within one tumultuous year, the dream became a nightmare. In the aftermath of the infamous Megxit split in the Oprah Winfrey interview, the royal family's fate seemed persistently threatened. The public remains puzzled. Meghan's success has alternately won praise, bewildered, and outraged. Confused by the Sussexes' slick publicity, few understand the real Meghan Markle. What lies ahead for Meghan, and what has happened to the family she married into? Can the Windsors restore their reputation? With extensive research, expert sourcing, and interviews from the insiders who have never spoken before, Tom Bower's Britain-leading investigative biographer unpicks the tangled web of the courtroom drama, courtier politics, and thwarted childhood dreams to uncover an astonishing story of love, betrayal, secrets, and revenge. Oh, I think I'm getting it. Oh, I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. This is so weird because it's saying format Kindle, but it's not like letting me like send it to my library, like have a purchase where I can send it to my library. The Kindle title is not currently available for like, why? Like, I just want to lay in my bed and like read. Let me see the reviews. Do I want to spend $27 on this? Let me know what you think. Should I spend $27 on The Revenge Book by Tom Bauer, or should I keep my money? Or should I wait for the Kindle version to come out? So the first one says, and it's a comment from July 22nd, meticulously researched and bravo to those willing to speak to the author. Markle is a legend in her own mind, but it's clear to see her parents raised her to believe she was a superstar. When Hollywood didn't find her to be the world-class talent she believed herself to be, this feminist followed the time-honored tradition of snagging a rich husband, extra points to finding one a bit dim, a titled prince and somewhat damaged, the better to control him. Great read, couldn't put it down. Damn, I hate how the rap that Harry gets. Interesting, very interesting read. I think it revealed what most people knew already about the character. He was able to link her mistruths and untruths. Now a lot of people in the comments are trying to say that this book was being hidden. Like, there's 2 comments I just see right now saying Amazon is hiding this book. Why? They were trying to cover up this book. I looked to buy the book days before it came out and it wasn't available. They wanted to bury it. They would use some lame excuse so they don't have to release the book. That was on the 23rd. Concise, detailed, and well sourced. That's all I want. Concise, detailed, and well sourced. Y'all, I think I'm gonna get it. So let me know what you think. Is this going to like do anything with this situation with Meghan and Harry and their relationship? Does it matter? Do they care? I mean, the video from the UN was a little weird. It was a little weird. It was a little effing weird. And maybe this book is bothering and prickling some feathers, and maybe people are connecting dots, and maybe this, that, and other, or maybe they don't give a fuck because they're rich and they got their house in Montecito and, you know, they're Sussex and whatever. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the deep fake, the 2 Ambers, this whole revenge book, if I should get it or not. This has been a lot, so if you've made it to this video, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I am going to go figure out what I'm going to eat. Possibly make a pizza, because I've got like these thin flatbread things from Giant. They're pretty good. Like, not too much bread. I don't like thick bread like that. So maybe I'll do that and make a shrimp pizza. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I will see you guys in another video, but until then, I hope you guys just stay safe out there. Stay safe, please, because it's just crazy out here. Enjoy yourself, try to take a break, breathe, do something that you enjoy, and fuck what people think. Fuck what people think. Like, that's my motto for like the next 6 months. Like, fuck what people think. Like, I'm about to do me. So I encourage you all to do the same. So I'll see you guys in another video, but until then, bye.